All right. Three, two, one, and move that closer a little bit. There we go. Action. What's up, everybody? It's Tony Tubes back here with the Dakota podcasting experience. Sorry, we've been on a little break. I haven't had anybody on since Ish, and that was like a month ago. School got out, so kids are up later. You know, everything's just crazy right now, and so yeah, had to take a little bit of time off, but I'm back. Got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. We'll only get to a couple things tonight. Um, Happy late Father's Day to all the dads out there. My dad was pretty cool. He still is with us, and he's a good man. And just want to say, you know, even though he probably doesn't listen to my podcast, I just want to say, Dad, you know, I'm embarrassed by a lot of the things that you know about me. I'm embarrassed about some of the things that you know that I've done in my life that was just like, wow, that was stupid. So thanks for always having my back, man. So yeah, Father's Day, lots of good stuff going around for Father's Day. I didn't do much. My wife worked. I think I worked. Yeah, I worked on Father's Day too. So yeah. Happy Pride Month. If nobody, if you're listening to this and you do not know my stance on the LGBTQ community, my stance is very much so. It should be such a thing that it shouldn't be a thing. Like it should just be accepted. Just we have all these people screaming for, oh, we should have a straight pride parade and everything like that to celebrate because nobody ever celebrates our straightness and everything like that. And it's like, dude, your straightness is celebrated in pretty much every aspect of, at least American culture. You know, most movies, like 99.9% of movies, have a woman and a man falling in love. That's, if there's anything that celebrates the heterosexuals out there, it's that. There's, that whole like straight pride thing. Just, I'm straight. Always have been, always will be. I love gay people. I don't care about, like, I care about gay people, but I don't care about gay people. Like, I don't care. Yeah, dude, do whatever you want to do, man. Swap some spit with the same sex. Do it up. You want to get married? Get married. Want me to bake a fucking cake for you? I'll bake a fucking cake for you, dude. Who am I to tell somebody else, you know, how they can be happy? I don't know. Like, I'll tell you if somebody's a piece of shit and you're like a friend of mine or a relative and you're dating somebody who's toxic. I will tell you that. I will tell you that I think this is a bad fucking idea. But I will never sit there and be like, that's a bad idea because you're both men or because you're both chicks. Like, come on, dude. It's 2019. So many people just need to get with the fucking times already, man. Gay people exist. Fucking deal with it. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of just the gay debate. People throwing out this and that and the other thing, and it's just let them be. They want to have a parade, do it up. I will go to the parade because I love parades, man. Not saying I go to like a KKK parade because I love parades. No, I would go to a gay, the Pride parade because I'm totally down for gay people to exist and have fun and be just as human as the next fucking person. So go gay people. You're awesome. Scream it from a mountaintop, man. So, and like people are like, well, I don't like when they hit on me. And it's like, well, if you've ever been fortunate enough to have somebody of the same sex hit on you, I've never minded it. I've been hit on by, I think, like 2 or 3 gay guys in my day. I've never minded it at all. It was always kind of like, it was always just flattering to me. I was always like, wow, look who's looking good tonight, I guess. I'm looking good. But yeah, never had a problem. My wife, actually, when we first got together, she had a son who was a year old when we met. And she kind of was, semi just kind of putting me through a test a little bit as the months went on. And one of the questions that she asked me was, what would you do if Damien ever turned out to be gay? And I was like, fuck, I wouldn't care, dude. It'd be awesome. And I'm sorry if this is like stereotype. Like if I hurt any gay people's feelings with this, I'm really, really sorry, but I think it's a compliment. But I'd said, no, dude, I would not care if Damien turned out to be gay. If any of my kids turn out to be gay, I don't care. Like, here's the deal, man. Okay. Gay people, gay men, at least, that I've met are always like super clean, super nice. They always have really, really nice jobs. They always look really good. They tend to have a good head on their shoulders, and they usually hang out with tons of hot chicks. So it's like, yeah, I'm down, dude. Do it up. However you want. Oh, well, what would you say if you saw two gay people making out? Well, I would be just as uncomfortable as if I saw two straight people making out. People have said that shit for years, but that's the truth though. It's like, I don't want to sit there and watch anybody make out. It doesn't appeal to me at all. So, yeah, gay people, have a great month. It's my birthday month. We share it. Me and you. Let's do it up. It's awesome. June 25th is my birthday, so if the gay community wants to, give me some sort of a prize for being an advocate for LGBTQ, that's it right there. So, yeah. So, Father's Day, Pride, all that stuff, lots of good stuff. And today is actually my anniversary. I had to look at my clock. June 18th, 2011 was the day that my wife and I got married. It's been 8 years, but we've been together for 12. Like, this is kind of like one of those BS things for me. Like, people are always all hung up on their anniversaries, and my wife and I are just kind of like, well, yeah, we've been married for 8 years, but we've been together for 12, and that's what counts to us. We've been in each other's company for 12 years. So, that's kind of where I stand. Honestly, when April comes around, when our like actual like first time that we started going out day, which I believe is April 19th, I believe it is. Yeah, that day honestly means more to me because yeah, that means that we've been together for that long. So, yeah. So happy anniversary, babe. She doesn't watch my shit either. Let's see here. What else was there? There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good stuff and everything like that. So, I wanted to talk about this because it kind of hits home because one of my friends was actually one of the people in the paper that it talked about and everything. And Redfield just put on blast in the Redfield Press a couple of people that got brought up on charges of domestic assault charges. I think I'm pretty sure that that's what it was. I actually have the article right here. Hold on a second. Here we go. On Monday, June 10th, 2019, Christopher Whitley pled guilty to disorderly conduct for hitting his wife during an altercation on April 4th, 2019. Whitley had been drinking when the altercation took place. Whitley was ordered to pay the fines imposed by the court and was sentenced to 10 days in jail with 10 days suspended on the condition of having no violations for a year. Okay. And then the other one, Austin Reinbold, also pled guilty to disorderly conduct on Monday, June 10th, and was ordered not to possess alcohol or frequent... hold up. Was ordered not to possess alcohol or frequent any business that sells alcohol for 6 months, to pay the fine imposed by the court-appointed attorney fees, and to have no contact with the victim. He was sentenced to 10 days in jail with 10 days suspended on the condition that he met the requirements. Reinbold's disorderly conduct charge stemmed from an argument he had with his girlfriend in which he hit her and prevented her from leaving. Both parties had been drinking. Okay, so... allegedly, this Whitley guy has kind of a history of this kind of stuff, and knowing the parties involved in the second part of this, my friend being the girl that was involved with the Reinbold kid, but first of all, I don't get the whole disorderly conduct like disorderly conduct, that's assault. Okay? You hit a woman. Okay? And in Mr. Reinbold's case, allegedly he was choking her too. And this isn't the first time for either of them. I've been present when Mr. Reinbold was not physically abusing his girlfriend, but verbally abusing her and just egging her on and everything. And, you know, I talked to somebody about it at work, and they were talking about hanging out with that kid. And I just kind of got a sour look on my face, and she's like, "What is it about the all that stuff?" Well, you know, that's not him. Fuck that. Okay? I don't care if alcohol is involved or not. I have been inebriated to the fucking gills. Okay? And I've had fights with my girlfriends. You know, I've had numerous verbal altercations with my girlfriends in the past and such, and it's never once led me to hitting them. It's never once made me think that was the only way out. It was never, you know, and even if she's coming at me with a weapon or something like that, I'm not interested in pasting a fucking female. It's just, I don't want to hit a guy, let alone a female. I don't care how mad she's gotten me. This is crap, dude. Drunk motherfuckers putting your hands on women, and not just that, but being verbally abusive as well as physically abusive, and holding that, you know, trying to hold something over them, trying to make them think that, you know, like mentally fucking with them. I'm not down with that. You know, it's just not, that is not, you know, it goes back to the caveman days, but it's like, we're not cavemen anymore. You know, I don't care if your daddy did it. I don't care if your granddaddy did it. I don't care if you got a licking, you know, or anything like that, dude. Stop beating on your women and stop crutching it behind fucking alcohol, man. And I know alcohol can do some crazy shit to some people. I know. But if it's there when they're drunk, it's in there. Even when they're not drunk. That's a coward fucking thing to do. Oh, but it was the only time it ever happened. Fuck him. Okay? And if either of you two dudes or any other guys out there that have ever hit a woman are listening to this, and you're just like, oh, well, you know, there was that one. Fuck you. There was one time I put my hands on a woman during an altercation, and that was, I put my hands on her shoulders and I said, knock it off, because she was throwing things at me. But I put my hands on her shoulders and I was like, knock it off. And that's it. And I felt weird doing that. You know, I think that it's barbaric enough to just to be one of those people that when you get pissed off, you immediately want to go and fight. Or when you get scared, you know, that's your defense mechanism, is to fight. That shouldn't be how it is. Fighting is a last resort, or if you're getting paid to do it. In my case, I've been paid to fight before. In that case, I will fight if I'm getting paid for it. But there's no reason to come to fists, man. You know, and if somebody's trying to walk away, then that is exactly what you should be doing. If they're trying to walk away from the situation, then turn around and walk the fuck away. Or just throw your hands up there and be like, okay, fuck it. You know? Woman beaters, man. I got no fucking time or candy for it. And I also don't really have any time or candy for, you know, the guys that psychologically torture their women too. You know, and that's the thing about this whole like Father's Day thing. There, you know, you see all the sappy Father's Day stuff on Facebook and Twitter and everything like that. But you know, the other thing that you see is talking about all the deadbeat dads. and all the single moms out there that are pulling double duty and shit, you know, or the single dads out there that are pulling double duty and everything. But these deadbeat parents, you know, when it comes to that, and I have a couple of friends, and it sickens me to say this. I have a couple of friends who have children out there that they know absolutely nothing about. If you ask them where that kid was right now, they couldn't tell you. And that doesn't sit right with me. And I've told them that doesn't sit right with me. And I've tried to encourage them to get in touch with these children. And they're not children anymore. They're adults now. But I cannot imagine living in a world knowing that I have a child out there somewhere that doesn't know me. You know, I just remember feeling kind of helpless when I was a kid, and just feeling kind of lost when I was a kid, and just thinking about them being out. And I had a dad, you know, he just worked a lot, but it's just like, just the whole, the thought of being out there and not having any sort of a dad to know where you came from, get any advice from, ask some questions. You know, I still run shit by my dad all the time these days. I call him up and I say, "What do you think about this?" And he'll give me his honest opinion. And that's one of the things I'm going to miss the most when my dad passes away, is if my dad doesn't outlive me. My dad's Mr. Health Nut, and here I am, Mr. Pack-A-Day. So, but that's one thing I'm going to miss the most if my dad goes before me, is being able to talk to him and really, really trusting his word, trusting his opinion. I'm going to miss that about my dad. But I still have it, and I'm super lucky for that. And I feel really bad for anybody out there that doesn't have a dad, never had a dad, lost their dad. You know, it sucks. World's a shitty fucking place, man. You know, so that's kind of, you know, I don't know, man. I'm really happy that the Redfield Press put that shit out there about the woman beaters, though. Going back to that, I really am, and I hope that they do more of that, because there's a lot of it around here. I don't know how many times I see on the Aberdeen Police Department Facebook page about all the domestic assaults and domestic abuse and domestic battery and all this shit, man. And I mean, and don't get me started on sexual things, man. Those motherfuckers should be castrated. They should be sterilized. People that sexually assault other people. Like, for real, dude, we should not allow them to procreate at all. So, I mean, that's a whole nother story. I'll have to save that for a different time. Sexual predators. Sexual predators of the third kind. Douche. But yeah. So I just wanted to kind of hop in here and just say, hey, I'm still doing this, and I got a few guests that are wanting to come on and everything. It's been tough, man. The summer's kicking my ass. So between work and family and everything in between, it's just it's all just been kicking my ass. So, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think. And I know that I have friends on here that are friends with Austin Reinbold, and probably with this fucking Whitley character too, you know. And I'm sorry if you guys, you know, are like, oh, well, that's just not right, and you shouldn't slander his name and shit. Fuck them. Okay? I will say whatever the fuck I want to say, as long as I know. I mean, it's printed. It's court. That's court shit. I'm not just offering my opinion here in the ways of that. I'm reading. I read exactly what happened. I think it's bullshit. I think that they shouldn't have gotten disorderly conduct. I think they should have gotten assault. But, so I'm sorry if this little rant about woman beaters and deadbeat dads and stuff like that didn't go over too well with you. But happy Pride Month. And happy anniversary to my wife. And happy birthday to my sister on June 9th. And let's see, happy Father's Day to everybody again. And my birthday's coming up on the 25th. And I'm pretty sure nothing is going to happen. Like, I'm going to be broke, and my wife has to work, and I should probably work. And, yeah, all that stuff and noise. But, yeah, I just wanted to quick hop in here and say, what up? Everything's going good with us. Big things on the horizon. Yeah, I'm excited for the stuff I want to talk about and the guests that I want to have and everything. And I've had a couple of people get in touch with me about, they want to hear me talk about the abortion issues. And they want to hear me talk more about the legalization issues in South Dakota. Because there was just a big panel that happened. And I'll have to talk about that in one of my episodes between Colorado and South Dakota and Minnesota and Manitoba, I think, or something like that. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the news. And there's a lot of stuff I just want to talk about. Scared of the Dark is on tour right now. They have a Missouri gig. So any of my Missouri friends, check it out. They have a Missouri gig. But yeah, check out they're on tour right now, and it's of the Midwest and a couple other really cool places too. But yeah, check that out on their Facebook page and everything, Scared of the Dark. You'll find them. But yeah, Brandon, Taylor, Chris, and Jake. Good luck on the road, boys. And Ish the Stomach is still out there doing his thing and everything. And I wish that I could say that I'm going to make open mic this month, but I more than likely won't have the money to. So sucks living 40 miles away, but we're trying to remedy that. So you guys have a good night. Dakota Podcasting Experience. I'm Tony Tubes. Hit me up on Twitter at TonyTubeser. Hit up the Dakota Podcasting Experience at Dakota Podcasts. It's on Facebook and Twitter. And subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Anchor app that we have and everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next webisode. Can't wait. Can't wait to jump back into this stuff. I'm really, really excited. And I wish that I had more time to do it. I wish I could do one of these every day and have new guests and everything. It'd be sweet. But you guys take it easy. I love you guys. Talk to you later. This episode of the Dakota Podcasting Experience is brought to you by our friends at the Sioux Empire Podcast down in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Check them out on YouTube as well as the SiouxEmpire.com. They're also on Facebook. And also check out their new podcast coming out in September called the Edge Case Podcast. I'm really looking forward to it. So enjoy this short clip and then we'll get to the show.
At the fringes of perception, beyond the boundaries of your mind, just past the glow of the firelight, out of the corner of your eyes, you will find an edge case. Edge Case Podcast coming September 10th. Learn more at edgecasepod.com.